Okay, Nate. I would like to start with the blitz questions. What is one misconception about you people have before they meet you?
Well, I work out a lot, and so I hate to say this, but I have been told this a couple times that I if people who don't know me, I might fit the gym douche stereotype. So I really try to just knock that down when I meet people, if they have that misconception. Yeah.
Yes. And Nate, did you start working out here in LA or before coming to
Oh
LA?
yeah, forever. I was in football when I was like in seventh grade, and then I went to I took courses to be a personal trainer. That was my job in college. So yeah, I've been to the gym forever.
That's really cool. Okay. If you weren't acting or painting or working out, what would you be doing with your life?
I think I'd be a therapist.
Oh my God, for
Yeah,
real?
I think I'd be a marriage and family therapist. That was
Oh,
a dream at some point, a very short-lived dream, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe someday, maybe on top of all the artistic goals I have. But yeah, I think it's a very fulfilling job. I think it's a hard job, and maybe in another life. Yeah.
maybe. And Nate, I don't know if you can relate, but once I was on set, and I remember one person asked me this question like, acting, what is your trauma?
That's fair. It's a really weird job that we do. Yeah,
It is.
every actor needs a therapist. I 100%
Of
agree.
course.
If they're a good actor and they have and they want to go somewhere, like I think every actor needs a therapist for sure because we do some wacky
Yes.
stuff.
I'm in therapy for the last 12 years. Are you in therapy?
Amazing. Am I in therapy? I was in therapy a few years ago. I've been trying to find a good one. I'm picky. I'm picky about my therapist, so I have been on search to find one.
Okay. If you had to describe your dream role in one sentence, what would it be?
Um, Sorry, I'm texting Juan.
Are you texting your therapist?
No, I think Juan said, "Let me know when you're on the call," and I completely forgot. Okay, my dream role
Dream role.
in one sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, I did think about this one. My dream role would be a rugged Southern outlaw with a loaded past, gritty, dirt on his boots, dangerous, but also like with a code of honor to protect everybody that he cares about.
Mm-hmm. How do casting directors usually cast you?
Well, I'm kind of in a transitional period. I've been cast a lot as a romance guy, the cool guy, which I still get those roles, and I'm happy to take those roles. I mean, whatever. If it's a good script, I'll take it. But I
Mm-hmm.
would really, in the future, like to. I'm currently branching out and taking more like rugged roles that kind of fit my background. I think fit my well, just the type of characters I want to portray. So yeah, I love westerns. I love not necessarily. To me, it really doesn't matter bad guy, good guy. Just someone who's grounded and authentic, and kind of someone I can really bring parts of my past into, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Paint or script first when inspiration hits?
Script. Yeah, I
Script?
write it down. Even before I start a painting, I always write it down for some reason. Um,
Huh.
yeah, that helps me gather my thoughts, and so I think yeah, just about every painting I start, it comes from some type of text, whether it's a sentence or a paragraph or a long-winded essay.
Interesting. I've never heard it before. I have lots of friends who are artists, and I've never heard it before. That's interesting. Character you'd risk it all to play.
I think that would just go back to my other answer. Just um, well, I'll make it more kind of concrete. I guess anything. Just about any type of role Jake Gyllenhaal's played. Um, Something rugged, something against my stereotype, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Something I can really bring my voice in. I keep going back to westerns. I grew up on westerns. I love western, even like modern day, Yellowstone. So yeah, any type of like western role, any type of military role with a good script, I'd be all in on it.
Yes. And what, in your opinion, makes a good script?
Oh man. Okay.
I know.
Something with a character arc.
Uh-huh.
Something where you see dramatic changes and from where the character started and where he ended. That doesn't always have to be true, right? But something very rooted in reality as far as the character goes. I mean, it could be a sci-fi, but the character still needs to be rooted in reality, I think. I was just watching Soylent Green. It's a 1970s movie, early 1970s, and it's so weird and crazy. The concept is so weird, but the main character, my teacher would kick me. I forgot his name. Anyways, super famous actor. He was so grounded, and like you could just, he made the whole movie make sense, even though it was this crazy dystopian. You'd never see this in real life. So yeah, I think it just comes down to the character work and really, obviously, language and all that has to do with it and building the relationships. But yeah, just like even if it's the wildest, craziest story, like the character just has to be grounded in reality.
And you mentioned your teacher. Are you taking the acting classes or you're going to the acting school?
I'm in a few classes right now. I want to take a break. I've been like running around LA. I love it though. I mean, I think actors should always be in class no matter where they are.
Yes.
On the call sheet. So I'm taking an ongoing scene study class that I mean I can't imagine ever stopping. With Camelia Monet at Monet Studios, the private studios in Sherman Oaks. I love it. She also teaches at Berg Studios. Um, and I'm also in the Groundling, so that's for improv.
Are you familiar with the Meisner technique?
Yeah, I studied Meisner in college. Meisner and
Yeah.
Stanislavski. Yeah, that was my first kind of intro into what acting is. I don't think I understood it until like way after I studied it, though. I'll be honest.
Nate, beautiful hair.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Hey, you too.
No, do you know that like the Meisner is based on the repetition, like beautiful hair, beautiful hair, beautiful hair, beautiful hair,
Oh
beautiful hair, beautiful hair. Until the reality changes.
totally failed. Yeah.
It's okay. I wasn't testing you. Okay, Nate. So how acting came into your life?
How did acting come into my life?
Uh huh.
Watching movies with my grandma, like all the time. I think that kind of got that like sparked the. I just loved movies. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that, but I like I watched so many movies when I was a little kid, and just I've always been, the first thing that came to mind. I grew up in Arkansas, so we didn't have a ton of things to do. I mean, we enjoyed the outdoors, but one big thing we would do for the weekend is like go to the theater. And so, it was always in the back of my head, like I want to tell a story. I want to tell a story. So, I would do it with painting. Then I got into the theater. I loved doing theater. It was nerdy. It was weird. It was cool. And so I was like, well, there's only so far I can take it, being in the theater. And I had a choice, I either had to go try to be on Broadway in New York or try to be a film actor. And I chose film acting.
Mm-hmm. And why LA? Of course, LA because of the like movie industry. But like, how did it come into your mind? Like, were you sitting with your friends or with your like parents or with somebody, and you were like, "Huh, maybe I should go to LA to pursue my career in acting"? Or how did it happen? Like LA.
There was definitely a moment. I'll briefly say there was a moment I was painting a mural in LA in Hollywood with my dad, and the client was an actress, and she said, "Hey, you should be an actor." And I'm like, and I was, giving all these excuses, like I don't know. And then she's like, "Have you ever thought about it?" I was like, "Yeah, I have actually. I've been in theater all my life. Like, yeah, I'm just like, well, what's stopping you? And I don't know. It sounds so silly, but it just like clicked. I'm like, I don't know. I should try that because I'm gonna be regretting it for the rest of my life if I do. So, succeed or fail, I have to try it. So that was probably the moment things started to change for me.
Mm-hmm. And when did you come to LA?
When?
When?
3.5, 4 years ago? I'm pretty fresh.
Oh, really?
I've been
That's so
visiting
cool.
before that for several years, but I would say I really started like the career path close to 4 years ago.
Nate, and what was your like welcome to Hollywood moment?
And if I'm understanding, like the culture shock, when I'm
The
like,
culture shock as well.
I would say it's when I was asked to do porn. And
Okay.
I turned it down. Nothing against people in that industry, but I did turn it down just for personal preferences. But that was the moment I'm like, I mean, it was pretty early on when I got here. I was like, okay, um, yep, this is it.
Okay, okay. And everyone is so romanticizing about like coming to LA, pursuing your like dream and and like what drives you?
Short answer is I want to tell a story. I want to
Mm-hmm.
be relatable. I want to, I like touching people in a emotional way. Like, I think movies really helped me, um, in a certain extent, evolve into who I am. And I think telling a story, whether you're writing a book or on a screen or on the stage, you have a very large audience, and you're able to catch people's attention that you maybe wouldn't have that opportunity in another avenue. And so, for me, I like, I'm from the South. Like, I was raised by a single mother. Like, I want to touch people, and also
Mm-hmm.
selfishly, like I want to just enjoy life to the fullest. And there's nothing really that's given me the same amount of passion that acting has. And so, when I'm doing it, I'm just having the time of my life. And so if I can do that and make money from it, like I don't know what else I would want to do.
And you are like relatively new in LA, like only 4 years. And what would you say to people who are just like coming to LA? Where shall they start? So when you came, do you remember like what did you do first? Did you take the acting classes? Like how did you break into the industry?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like a fish out of water, even though I had a few connections and people kind of helping me. Like, it's tough. Like, it's there's so much you have to learn. So I guess the
Mm-hmm.
advice I would give is just try to find your community at all cost. I mean, I could go into like, keep your values and whatever's important to you, like hold on to that. Don't let anyone take that away from you because I believe that's what's most important. And if you lose that,
Exactly.
I don't, it's if you lose it, you lose it. And so, and Hollywood really, really will do all it can to rip that away from you. I mean, like I said, the first job I was offered was pornography. So it's like advice. Yeah, find your community. Get into classes, even if you think you're the best actor in the world. Find a good class, a good teacher, and just find good, like-minded people who can help you. Because I have not met anyone, nor have I known anyone that has been able to do this alone. It's all about the people But more to that, it's about the
Exactly.
good people the people that are there for you, that want to help you along the way. And it's hard to find in LA, but there are plenty of people out here. You have to work hard to find them.
I agree. And people need people. And what about the acting agent? Do you have one?
Sorry, repeat that.
Do you have an agent?
Yeah, I do have an agent. I have an agent. I have a wonderful manager. Yeah, I've this year actually I've built my team up quite a bit. So that
Good.
gives me a lot of confidence. It helps me kind of lay the framework of where I want to go. So again, I go back to people. finding your reps is huge. It's very important. It's helped me tremendously.
Nate, and one more time, let's give an advice to people. Do they need an agent, or they can find the work by themselves?
Uh, well, I mean, I'm sure other people would have different answers. For me, I needed an agent.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of discipline and knowledge that I learned, especially from my manager too, of just getting to know the industry, is priceless. And so I think that's helped me kind of jumpstart a career. You know, I am where I am. I have to look back and constantly remind myself, like, even though there's so much more I wish I would be doing right now, I have to look at where I am now and where I was. And
Yeah.
I've made a lot of leaps and bounds in my career, and a big, gratitude is because of my manager and my agent. So I don't think you have to have one. I think it's possible to succeed without reps, but I think it's very necessary if you want to excel in a very fast-paced way in the industry,
Mm.
at least in my experience.
Yeah. And how to find a good one?
That's the question.
Exactly.
That's the
That's
question.
the question.
I would say a little bit of luck goes a long way. Making sure you're prepared to present yourself to a good agency. There's a lot of agents. That doesn't mean
Yes.
they're all good. So I have a wonderful one, and so I was able to get a. I think a reel goes a long way. I think it's very hard to get trustworthy representation if you don't have your demo reel or some type of
Mm.
content that shows you're a talented actor. Unless you just want to be a model, that's different. So I worked extremely, extremely hard making sure I have a very professional looking reel. Because even though I don't have a ton of, co-star, guest star, series regular, I don't have that in my resume. So I knew I had to have a very professional reel. And that took, honestly, 2 years to
To build it. Yeah.
build. So I think that's what got me through the door for sure. And just, networking, going to film festivals, talking, shaking hands, that goes a long way too. People need to know your face.
Yes. Is it important, in your opinion, for an actor to take part in the networking event, going, as you said, to the film festivals? Like, what do you do? How do you promote yourself as an actor?
How do I promote myself? It's an everyday thing. It's social media. It is film festivals. I've learned to love film festivals.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like them all the time, but they're really good films, and especially if I have friends that go with me, it can be a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah,
What was the best one you attended here in LA?
the best film festival.
Yes.
Um, you know what? I would say it's actually one that I went to last weekend. My coach, my acting coach, was in a short film, and I think was it L.A. Might have been L.A. Shorts. It
Mm.
was a lot of very well known people in the shorts, and the writing was just really good. And yeah, LA Shorts. A lot. I mean, most film festivals in LA, you can look it up, and especially the well-known ones, they're gonna have some really talented things going on. So yeah, if you're an actor, you want to be an actor, go to film festivals, see what it's all about. That's the entryway is short films. So, and even Academy Award actors and directors, they still make short films. So yeah, it's really cool.
Yes. Yes. Nate, what is the one reality nobody warned you about? I'm talking about LA.
The reality that no one warned me about.
Yes.
Being homesick, missing my mom.
Oh, yes.
uh,
That's tough. I know.
I miss my mom. I miss my family in general, my nephews. No, but I'll more relatable because I know not everyone moves across the country. Um, it's hard. It's really hard. I guess I was warned about that. I know a professor in college said, "Hey, 10 years minimum to make it somewhere," and I'm still fighting against that rule. I'm gonna make it in less than that. But yeah, it's really hard. It's really really hard work. Just in the trenches, being a working actor, presenting yourself, getting your bearing.
Doing auditions all the time, and now you're doing it at home by yourself, online. Like, it's crazy, man.
You know what? I can give a better answer though, since you brought that up, the auditions. Just the fear of rejection, getting over that is
Do you
probably.
have the fear of rejection?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot better though. I think
Hmm.
that's, coming from a past where, I mean, I would audition for a theater play in college, and I would do it. If I wanted to direct a play in college, I would work really hard, and it was like always there for me to do. If I wanted to work really hard, I could accomplish it. Coming to LA, it's not like that. Like, you have to get very comfortable with being rejected over and over and over and over again, and not seeing the fruits of your harvest for a while. And then there's these, if you're lucky, there's these couple of victories that you have that you hold really close to you. But even then, you might be a false victory. They might put you on hold for a big role and then let you go, the next day.
Hmm.
So yeah, just overcoming the fear of rejection, or at least trying to, I think that goes a long way.
Yes. Do you know how I deal with it? I know you didn't ask, but that's what I say to myself all the time. Like, Eugenia, the universe has something better for you. That's what I say to myself.
And I believe it. And I believe it.
Yes, because I go to so many auditions, like even like modeling, like hair shows, and I'm standing there with 150 or 200 beautiful, stunning women, and it's not the best feeling when you're like rejected. And then for 1 second, you feel like, maybe I'm not enough. What am I doing here? Shall I try next time? Maybe not. Like, like all of the things like are crossing your mind. And then I'm saying to myself, it's okay. Everything is for me because I will have a better gig. So that's one thing that we can recommend to people, to convince yourself that the universe has something better for you. But honestly, Nate, it always worked for me. Does it work for you?
Absolutely.
Or,
And that's a
or
beautiful
how do
thing.
you talk to yourself at the moments when you're like, they didn't cast me for this role?
So that mindset that you have, I am constantly, adopting for myself, and that was a really hard lesson to learn. But um, growing spiritually, I think, goes a long way. Or finding your religion, finding whatever it is. It doesn't have to be religion, but just something that
You
grounds.
believe in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something you believe in. I think faith is powerful, and so saying like the universe has something better for me. I truly believe in that. The universe, God.
Yeah.
If you truly believe in that, I think we're very powerful beings. And I think
Yes.
when we have
Yes.
that type of positivity, and we have that type of hope, it always comes. It always comes back around. I think we just have to realize that for sure. So, but I mean, that's basically, yeah, just what you were saying. Like, you have to have that mindset, or else you're going to get beaten down over and over and over again. And
Yes. And at the end, it's your choice. Like, you beat yourself up, or you're your biggest fan and a cheerleader, you know? And I make the choice of being my biggest fan. So that's what keeps me motivated and going. Same for you, I'm sure. Yes. And Nate, have you ever had this feeling like, what the hell am I doing here?
every day.
Every day? Thank you for being honest, because I ask myself this question every day as well. Okay, I'm not alone. Boom.
Yeah, yeah, every day. I'm happy I'm here. We're still going. It's
You know what? I
yeah.
would like to brainstorm with you because I love to brainstorm about it with my friends. So, look, I don't know about you, but I'm saying about myself, like, LA is not the safest place, let's be honest. It doesn't smell the best, okay, when you go to the Hollywood Walk of Fame or you're in downtown of LA. And the competition is like crazy, but the prices like are crazy. But anyways, we're here. And I always ask myself, why? Do you think that our why power is so powerful that despite all of these little things, we are still here and we are still believing in the whatever like want to pursue in this life, in our careers. How do you see it? Like I don't know about you, but would you agree with me that there is so many like things in LA that are like, it's not what we see in the movies. That everything is like so luxury and beautiful and clean and safe, etc., etc.
Okay.
Like expectations, reality.
Honestly, I think you already answered it. You know, it's believing. I mean, seriously, like it's funny, but I truly believe that the more you trust yourself and in your
Hmm.
work ethic and just your divine power in general, I really think that will take you far. I believe in that. I have to believe in that. You know, I choose to believe in that.
Yes.
Not to get too woo woo, but that's my philosophy, and I think if I lost that, you know, it'd be a lot harder for me to succeed at things. I also think the sunshine really helps. You know,
I agree with you. Yes, beautiful weather. And I would also add, I love the energy in this city because so many beautiful and talented people from all over the world, and it is like the collective vibration of the belief in something incredible that their dreams will come true. Not everybody wants to become an actor here in the city, but everyone is coming here to the city with the big dream
yep.
for having a better life and etc etc to like work on themselves to. Oh, by the way, speaking of LA, do you think LA changes people, and has it changed you yet or not yet? Do you believe in it? Because I also heard that people come to LA to reinvent themselves.
Yeah, you know, I think back to my mom and so many people, you know, as you can imagine, in the South, you know, like don't you know your stereotypical view of California, which a lot of it is true. I'll be honest, but does it change you? Yeah, it can. I've seen LA eat people up and spit them out. Um, I think it's changed me in a really beautiful way. Just
Good.
speaking for myself, because it's been you know hard, but it's been able to open up my worldview. I came from a very, I'd say, small community, as in people with, and I love my community back home, but it was people with the same worldview. And here, it's such a beautiful place because there's people with so many different backgrounds, so many different
Exactly.
ethnicities, so many different beliefs, religion,
Yes.
cultures, you know, and it's just all blended up into this weird pot. And so I am very grateful for the opportunity to be in that pot and to
Yes.
connect with all these different types of people with these different ways of life, and really learn to accept people who have totally different beliefs and you know just way they live their life than me. So that's been really cool. So I'd say I've grown a lot, and I've continued to grow in LA, and it's really kind of opened up my understanding of the beauty that you can have in life. You know, from a spiritual stance, and yeah, yeah, I think it's a really cool place. Yeah, I
I
think
agree with you.
I go back to values. Like whatever values you hold true, you have to hold on to those. Like it's your dying wish.
I totally agree with you. I remember when I just came to the US, I came to LA 8 years ago, and a friend of mine told me the following: don't let LA, no, don't let Hollywood take you. And I didn't really understand that saying. Only now, I got it. Like, yes, yes, you have to, as you said, to be true to yourself and not to change your life values that you've already formed.
Right.
I totally agree with you. And Nate, I know that besides acting, you are also writing and producing. What do you write about?
I write. You know, I'm a selfish writer. It's something that I do. It's something that I do for me. I haven't yet written for other people, so it's not something I really brag about, because if I'm writing, it's going to be a film, or something that I want to be in. I will go
Yes.
over some of my friends. I'll read their scripts. I'm happy to do that and kind of give them feedback when I can. But yeah, as far as like what I write, I want to write stuff that I'm passionate about, stuff that I will I can see myself in. That's just what I do. So I'm excited. And
So
I've been producing a few short films, so just kind of getting my feet wet with that, and it just again, like going back to finding your people. So getting together with friends, with talented actors and talented crew members, and just producing stuff that you care about.
what do you like doing the most? Writing, producing, or acting? All of it.
Acting for sure.
Acting? Really?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I just feel like if you want to get far in the industry, I think you can just be an actor and that's fine, but I think it's really important. It's been really groundbreaking for me to get to know what's behind the camera
Exactly.
as well as in front.
Yes.
I think that's a good habits to have.
Yes. And what excites you the most about the filmmaking?
What excites me the most?
Mm-hmm.
Telling the stories, and getting those roles that I've long anticipated. I'm very optimistic about the future and this really weird world that we're in with AI. And we just got out of a strike not too long ago, and so I feel like everyone's kind of waiting, like when's Hollywood gonna officially like be back? And I don't even know what that means anymore, but I just hope that we have more opportunities. So I look forward to that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna keep having fun. I'm gonna keep pushing towards the dream. And it's
We have an unexpected guest. I'm sorry.
but yeah, I hope that answers your question. Just keep my eyes on the prize, and keep having fun producing things when I'm not getting the roles that I want, and yeah, doing commercials, all the things.
Gosh, Nate, I'm listening to you and I'm thinking, oh my God, he's so talented. So he knows how to paint, how to act, how to produce, how to write. Like you do so many beautiful things. And let's talk a little bit about painting, okay? And do you see like the connection between painting and acting?
I go back to storytelling. I think every painting that I've done comes from a story. I'm not really a non-objective or abstract painter, so I can't speak for those artists. But I'm a realism painter, and I think everything is grounded from a story. I just painted a big mural of Muhammad Ali, right? So I really wanted to embody like who he is, what he represents, and so it always has a deeper meaning. So I think the same thing with acting. Like I think of the stars in acting, Daniel Day Lewis, like Denzel Washington, Meryl Streep, like all those people really embodied their character and they really took it to a whole nother level than what was on the script. So if I get an audition and says, hey, play John Doe, and I get whatever 10 lines, like I want to take it to another level that's off the page, as my coach says. It's the same thing with painting. If someone commissions me to paint a portrait of Muhammad Ali, like I want to get it off the page and make it, find the beautiful details that makes that really special. If that makes sense.
Does. Who is your favorite actor?
My favorite actor right now. Someone just asked me that, and you know what? It's John Bernthal. I really like his roles. Do you know who John Bernthal is? So his first, I'd say his breakout was like The Walking Dead.
Okay.
Watch that, and he was in Fury. So he's played a lot of like military roles. He also has a really popular podcast, Real. It's called Real. So he's just a really rugged. I just love what he embodies in every role. It's like, and it's not just like the same character. Like he really brings something special into every role that he plays, and he really masterfully pays homage and respect to a lot of military. I was like researching. I was like, was he in the military? And he actually never was.
Mm.
But he plays it so well. It's like, oh, you seem like you're a
Yes.
veteran, and so I like him a lot because if I ever got a role that was something huge, like a veteran, I want to be so respectful to that, especially because I have family members that are veterans and are in
Hmm.
active duty. So yeah, I really respect actors that have those kind of sensitive roles and characters, and they really do a good job of portraying it.
How to get ready for such a sensitive and responsible like role you're playing in the movie? Like it's so like big. I mean, how to get ready, Nate?
Yeah, a lot of work.
So people believe you, like you just described. Like I checked if he had the military background, and he doesn't. So how to be so like believable and how to get ready because it's a preparation, right? It's not just the acting classes or reading books or working on your craft. I feel like there is something else, and I'm still looking for it. And I'm not expecting the magic stick from you, but I would love to know your perspective.
I think first and foremost, you have to bring yourself into it. So you have to realize that you're enough to play this character and that you have what it takes to play it in a beautiful way. So I think like accepting yourself first and then
Mm-hmm.
doing while you're doing all the work, the work that you've been taught in classes, but the work you've also learned on your own, like your own process. Like I've talked to so many actors and they all have a unique process. Some have picked up little pieces from other actors along the way, but they have their process of how they deep dive into each character, and it goes into building the background, building like what was their childhood like, what were their parents like. That's some of the things I focus on a lot, and focusing on. I was just listening to a interview with Matthew McConaughey, talking about the why in each scene, and like what's the objective, and what happens when you get what you want, and what happens if you don't get what you want,
Mm-hmm.
in the scene and playing the character. So I think that goes a long way in knowing exactly what you're trying to say. You don't have to
Yes.
say it out loud, but like really, you got to know. It's got to
I
be
love
it's
that.
there.
I love what you're saying, and I love what my acting coach once said. You know, when you're on stage, she always like yells at us, like, "What do you want from him?" And I'm like, "What?" You know, like you have to look for these answers. Like, do I want a conflict right now? Do I want love? Do I want like friendship? What do you want? And it applies to life as well. You always have to ask yourself, what is it what you want? Why did you wake up today? Like, what is it? Like, why are you doing this? Like, what are the end goals? So yeah, but it's a different kind of interview, a philosophical one. Today we are talking about you and acting.
I love that. No, go off with it.
Yes, but that's my favorite topic, like to talk like about the like why, how, and yeah, and let's do it. Let's believe in our big dreams, and I do believe, like my personal opinion, that if you believe you can, it means that you can. You know, it's not that somebody told you, "Oh, you can be a great actor. Go to LA." Like, yeah, you might come and maybe like 1 year, 2 years, and then you'll give up because it wasn't your desire, it wasn't your goal, it wasn't like your I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to know the why. If your why is to get famous, best of luck to you.
Oh, that's like the miserable desire.
Yeah, I feel like it's easier these days. You could just go to reality TV, but yeah, like nothing against if you want to do reality, but yeah, I think you really have to define the why because if you don't have the
Yes,
why and you come to LA, oof, LA is gonna find you a why, whether you like it or not, and so it's
exactly.
yeah,
Yes.
it's tough.
Nate, and what projects are you currently working on?
I'm working with some friends doing a western, just a little western
Good.
short
Oh,
film.
you see?
Yeah,
Good.
we're just having fun, nothing too crazy, but we're excited. I did not write the script. My wonderful friend Alex, she wrote the script, and it's gritty. It's a kind of a thriller, and we're gonna go film it in San Diego on her ranch,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just super excited about it. And that's what it's all about. And so that's something I have to look forward to hopefully wrap up before the end of the year and submit it to film festivals, and just have a great time with my fellow peers.
Yes, that's wonderful. I love collaboration. I love friends. I love unity. And I can tell that you love that too. And I also feel like I want to sum up our beautiful conversation that I have a feeling, like a strong feeling, that you were here in LA or on this planet Earth, like to tell a story. I can tell it, I can feel it. And yeah, that's what the vibe you gave to me today. Like, I want to tell a story and I know exactly what I want to tell the world to the world. Like I feel it. So Nate, I do believe in you. Please do it because we need solid, beautiful, and inspiring stories. And yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will attach your links to this video. And yeah, thank you for being you. And thank you for your time, Nate.
Thank you, Eugenia. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Can't wait to watch you climb in the ladder of success. So you have the same. You have wonderful energy, and yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you, Nate. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day.